Check, check. I'm live. Taji, I'm live in the building. Yeah, I'm live. I got a perfect condenser mic here that the Morse World TV citizens don't want to hear from you tonight, Taji. So keep it down just a little bit as we start the show. All right, Taji?
Okay.
Say it loud.
Okay.
All right, I think they can hear you. All right, so as we get started tonight, I want to first welcome all the Morse World TV citizens. We're here once again. We try to keep things fresh for you, but this show tonight will be opinionated. Yes, it's going to be opinionated. We're going to be talking about Brother Polight. Because Brother Polight thought he had escaped the spotlight. But in our community, the Moorish World TV community, where we have citizens, not subscribers. We have citizens. We don't make subscribers, we make friends here on Moorish World TV. And our friends, we have to update our friends as to what's really going on. Shout out to Mark J, Real Comedy. Haven't seen him in a minute in the building. Welcome, 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 welcome. Y'all ready? Let me don't hold up a little bit. Let me don't hold up any longer. Let's just be gone with the pleasantries and give it a few minutes so that people can come on through the door so they can tap the Cash app instead of the waiter. Yeah. Let's go. Never. Y'all ready? I said never. Down no more. They just slow-mo. 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 They just slow-mo.
See, I be coming at these Moors, and it's very simple. Why I be coming at these Moors? Because I don't consider these functional Moorish American Muslims as it relates to the teachings of the Holy Prophet Noble Drew Ali, the founder of the Moorish Science Temple of America.
Some lanes from across the border, you and your daughters, I mean your little followers, you all out of order. I ain't taking nada, nothing from you crooks. Cujo charged to be, I got them all shook. I wish Cujo would step up to get his rep up and get hit up from the neck up. You gon' respect us. An elder once told me, meet the people where they at, and you lower than the worm, so you know you meet the tech. Let's keep it simple, more. I'm a temple more. Either you wanna talk knowledge or you wanna go to war. Cujo, I will drag you by your dreads till you beg. Detach your arm, leg, arm, head. Boy, you don't want these problems, I know the low well. The policy and forces be the same ones you go tell. Now go and call them little names. Get on YouTube, let them little games talk tough like you bout that. And I'ma forget how far I came. I never forgot my aim. I never forgot my ammo. I pray to Allah, but I still tie my camel. Let's talk about this knowledge that you think you have. Matter of fact, forget it, boy. Don't make me laugh. Down no more. They just slow-mo. Down no more. They just slow-mo. They gon' learn today. For sure. But they gon' learn today. That's right. Islam. But they gon' learn today. So now what you gotta say, huh? I broke the rules cause I'm a sheik and a Muslim and I'm talking about tools. Boy, you know the lessons. The tools are to refine and mine are inclined to workshop on your mind. You know about the hammer, make it a part of every part. And I wanna meet Allah, so I'm aiming at your heart. You on at 720, I'm on a 12 step. I'm at the pinnacle of wisdom, so miss me with the threats. Mean mugging and cussing, boy, it don't mean nothing. Not going out like Malcolm, I'm going out busting. But I prefer for discussion. Authentic more science. Taj Tariq Bey, you know he's straight lying. Associating scams with the holy divine. Must have lost his mind, but justice ain't blind. And it's about to catch you at any given moment. You looking at the throne, boy. Can't you see I'm on it, huh? Can't you see I'm on it? You looking at the throne, boy. Can't you see I'm on it? Can't you see I'm on it? You looking at the throne, boy. Can't you see I'm on it? Huh? You looking at the throne, boy. Can't you see I'm on it? Look up, look up. Can't you see I'm on it? You looking at the throne, boy. Can't you see I'm on it? Look up, can't you see I'm on it? You looking at the throne, boy. Can't you see I'm on it? Look up, look up. Can't you see I'm on it? You looking
6
at the
million
throne,
ways to
boy.
die.
Can't you see I'm
Choose
on it?
one. 6 million ways to die. Choose one.
He says to Harker Bay, Toronto Johnson. I call for a Moorish court on brother Toronto Johnson and anybody who's riding with him with this scandal, with these videos of me and my wife riding the people. I never saw my brothers and sisters serving these packages when I was with Daweed Ali and them and Taj and them used to come to Chicago.
I laid them old boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. Sleepwalking, they keep talking. I probably catch a charge and I don't care what any say. Nobody. Yeah, I'm the people's grand sheik, and the people's grand sheik ain't seen a man I can't beat. Only the gods is my equal. You mortals, you just my sequel. You just my sequel. What the 85ers? Dip divers? Trying to symbolize us? You already dead. Who done got up in your head? Rent free. You wanna know who sent me? Who sent you? Leg, head. I tried to pull you out the bed, but you got up all groggy. Started talking real crazy, eyes foggy. Couldn't see through the fog. Then I had to bring the dogs, barking all up in your ear, acting like you don't care. Oh, you don't care? Like you don't preserve life. Oh yeah, and you really don't care, right? Oh, you don't care, right? Well, we gon' really check that, bet that, respect that. Since you say you ain't scared to die, I laid them young boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. I laid them old boys to rest. They was sleepwalking anyway. I'm the people's grand sheik. I ain't seen a man I can't beat. I laid them young boys to rest. They was sleepwalking anyway. I would take you on any day. Michigan, New York, Cali, where you at? What you thought? From that town to Baltimore, everybody on the road is all raw. They ready, choppers. I don't really think you want the problem. Hold up, wake the thought up. Back to Allah, law, leg, head. I try to get him out the bed, get him up. Sleepwalking anyway, sleepwalking anyway. Wake up, keep talking. Sleepwalking anyway, wake up. I don't care what any say. Nobody. I'm the people's grand sheik, and the people's grand sheik. I ain't seen a man I can't beat. Never. You mortals, you just my sequel. You mortals, you just my sequel. Only equals is the gods.
We're in the building.
You mortals, that's my sequel.
Welcome to another edition
I see
of Moorish World
I
TV.
see dead people. Hey, I see dead people. I lay them old boys.
Do you see dead people? Look on your screen. Right before you is dead people. Let them talk. Let it go.
The rest, they was dead sleep anyway.
I never saw my brothers and sisters serving these
I laid them young boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. Hey, people still shit. I ain't never met a man that I can't.
Only thing he sold his people, and he asked Allah to forgive him, was crack cocaine. Goodness gracious.
The gods is my only equal. That's it. You mortals, you just my sequel. That's it.
I call for a march court on Brother Toronto Johnson and anybody who's riding with him.
Hey, all of y'all Moorish world citizens, y'all riding with me, y'all all going to court. He's calling for a Moorish court on Toronto Johnson, Tahaka Bay, and all of y'all that's riding with him. So all of you Moorish world citizens, you better have some attorneys because you're going to the Moorish court. Even Christian news and interviews, that's right, Christian news and interviews, you going to. ODB, you going to. Abazu, you going. Lady Ace, King Moab, that's right. Gibbsville, all of y'all. Black Pearl, all of y'all. For riding with Tahaka Bay.
On Brother Toronto Johnson and anybody who's riding with him with this scandal.
Mark Anthony, YouTube.
Of me and my wife frauding the people.
Let's get this started. Hey, the best show on the internet has just started. Let's go. Critical thinker. Let's go.
I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember.
Let's go.
I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. That's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. The same people taught European how to bathe. And look at that women buying European hair. No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they love Lil Yachty, Tucci, Gucci, Kodak, Amigos, Ross, Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now remember, I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. All you super scholars holler, this era for the workers. You ain't building on the ground, then you worse than a twerker. You look and sound good, but that's only on the surface. Probably working for the people. Now tell me what's your purpose. Ain't worried about your homie, but know that I know every mo that rock a fast. He ain't my bro, yeah you know I ain't slow. I seen it all before. How they try to kill the prophet, it was all for show. And some got it right now, don't say that I'm not down. I'm coming for my vast mistakes, I want my town, my sheriff, my stores, my school, my nation. Sick and tired of the procrastination and debate. Y'all keep hating when love is the savior. You don't love yourself, so you can't love your neighbor. That's why you killing, fighting, marry out of your race. If you ain't for Moorish world, then get out of my face. Cause Chinese love China, Italians love Italy. If you should love the Moorish world, come on and build it with me, let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, oh yeah. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. Be more. I be that more you gon' remember. Now I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. LA. I be that more you gon' remember. New York. I be that more you gon' remember. Tahaka Bay front line till the law call my number.
Ronnie Ron is in the building. Oh, man. Welcome to another edition of Moorish World TV. Family, welcome to another edition. Man, there's some serious stuff here. Man, what up, DC? Compton in the building. Black Scion, brother, I haven't seen you in a minute. You used to be back in the day with me. I think that's you. But anyway, family, man, how y'all doing today, family? I be feeling good. You know why I be feeling good? When I made that song, I'm going to be the more you going to remember. Let me tell you what I was thinking of. Let me rap to you for a taste, as the old people say, the old heads say. I was thinking about all of these Moors on the internet. All of these Moors on the internet. And no matter where you find them, you always find my Moorish kin being ineffective in communicating with our people. And when I say our people, I'm talking about it doesn't matter what you subscribe to, Christian, Muslim, Moorish, Kemetic, whatever, because we all want people. And it amazes me that Moors, for many, many years, whether it be Taj Tariq, whether it be the Sabir Bays, or whether it be those in the temple, it amazes me for all of these years that the Moors have been put in a box as sort of cultish, sort of backward Baptist Christianists. I made up a word. Backwards Christianists. That new word. Christianists. Like, you know, it's like Moors would talk about how the Moors conquered Spain, how the Moors did this, how the Moors did that, and Moors, they did this, built this, and built that. And the Moors in this day and time, they don't want conquer nothing. They don't want build nothing. I'm saying, I mean, I ain't gonna say all of them, but the ones that we see on the internet, we don't see much getting done. I just thought it was crazy. So I was like, I'm gonna be the more you're gonna remember. I'm gonna look at the Prophet Noble Drew Ali blueprint, and I'm going to duplicate it. And that's what I do in the temple, and that's what I do on Moorish World TV. People might look at Moorish World TV as something different that you're used to seeing in Moors, but when you study the Prophet Noble Drew Ali, he was given all type of forums in order to promote the science of the mind. You see what I'm saying? That's right. He had a show that was called, I think it was the 8th Wonder of the World, you know, and he was doing all types of stuff to try to draw people in, to give people the ability to think for themselves. And so that's what I do here on Moorish World TV. But tonight we're going to talk about Brother Polight, man. Y'all been quiet about Brother Polight, and I think Brother Polight has lost his rabbit mind. The reason why I think Polight has lost his rabbit mind is because every time he comes across my timeline, it appears that he having a good time, as if he don't know that he's being accused of raping forcibly a 14-year-old. Anybody ever look at that and say, man, hold up, what in the world is going on? What in the world is going on? This guy goes on like, hey, it's all right. You know, they accuse me of drugging her and getting her sauced up to the point whereas though I had to put my finger in her throat so she can throw up the alcohol as if that's going to get it out your bloodstream. And he go live like it ain't nothing. Wealth is everything. See, if you get the wealth is everything, because wealth is everything. Now, look, I'm making a bunch of sales now. Look, right here, this is their successful rate. They made $1,000 last week. This one made $5,000. This one made $200. And you're sitting out there looking at that stuff like, what the world is wrong with this guy? This guy's lost his mind. Listen, I ain't even going to put that on me. If I was accused of anything egregious, I'm telling you right now, I'd be right here. I ain't talking. I'm telling you, I'll be sitting up here right now. Listen, family, I don't know what's going on, and I'm not going to speak on it. But listen, all the women that you've seen, They on a hiatus. They on a hiatus. They chilling. I just got time to work. I'm back to New Covenant. I'm on my New Covenant tip. I mean, that's it. I'm on my New Covenant tip. With that being said, let's get into it, family. I want to take y'all on a journey real quick, and then we're going to talk about what they have. What they have, and I gotta do a show. I think my next show that I'm gonna do is the 101 scams of Brother Polight. I think we have lost count of the scams. I mean, so I was looking at the folders today, and I was like, man, this is crazy. And as I was looking through the folders, I was like, yeah, I gotta definitely do a show covering the scams of Brother Polight. I got to. If I don't do a show, I'm out of order, because it's so many scams that you will it'll blow your mind. It'll blow your mind. So in a minute, let me take you on a journey real quick as we set up these slides. That's what I want to do. I gotta do it. I gotta do it real quick. Because I thought it was fascinating when I was going through the file. 1 second. Let me get it right. All right. Let me show you something. And y'all ready? Y'all ready? Somebody say, I think he's terrified but hiding. Yeah, that might be true. All about the black TV. I think that might be true, because he's crazy. He is nuts. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Somebody say, Mike Jones said, words of Polight. I can turn you 1,000 to 100,000 in a week. So let's look at this real quick. So listen. I think this is it right here. So listen. So first, let's take a stroll back real quick before we get right. Let's take a stroll back before we get right. Bam. Y'all remember New Covenant? Ain't that crazy? If anybody remembers New Covenant, put 7 in the chat. New Covenant. Now people accuse me, right? They was like, yeah, you was rocking with Polight. Hey, I'm telling you, I thought New Covenant was an idea that could be worked, because it reminded me of the same thing I talk about. You know what I mean? I want all of our stuff back. I want my community. I want to have our own police. I want to have our own this, our own that. And he ran that. And I think he grabbed that from the Moorish paradigm, but I don't think he know how to pull it off. And even in the New Covenant idea, he scammed people with that idea. Do you know what I'm saying? He scammed people with that idea. Unbelievable how people still fall for the stuff that he do. You know what I'm saying? Anybody remember that? Anybody know who this brother is? Anybody remember? This is the sad, tragic situation right there. Anybody remember Crypto Roots? Y'all remember Crypto Roots? Crypto Roots got an inheritance from his father, believed in Brother Polight, and gave all his money to Brother Polight. He filed cases to try to have his money returned. And ultimately, he passed from what I believe to be an asthma attack. Rest in power to Crypto Roots. Crazy. That's crazy. And you know, it's so unfortunate that this guy can act like ain't nothing ever happened. This guy Polight can walk around. This guy is heartless. Heartless. Just heartless. Unbelievable to me that this guy can just walk around in our community like nothing ever happened. But, you know, ain't no right way to do wrong. And I'm going to tell you, as long as you do wrong, ain't nothing going to come right. So just to give it some time, it's going to go full circle, without a doubt. Then, anybody remember he was hanging out? This is one of the first, what you would consider stars he started hanging out with. Music Soul Child. Y'all remember that? Music Soul Child. Polight was always trying to get in with the celebrities because once he get in with the celebrities, it would validate that he was successful, and that was his scheme, you know. And he did that in the conscious community too. He got in with the names of people that was up there, like Dr. Sebi. He did the same. It was the same process. Listen to the concept real quick. Listen to the concept, because it was the same process, and we fell victim to it. But this go around, we should not fall victim to this again. So what Polight did was he would line himself up next to names that was very familiar. Dr. Phil Valentine's, he would be on there, ticket, Dr. Sebi and the likes. And that way it would validate him. It's been a hustle from the beginning. I'm telling you, I'm gonna do a documentary about Polight. I'm telling you, I just need the time to do it. I just need the time to do it because I got all the goods and I got the psychological profile of how it happened. And the way he broke into the conscious community was he lined himself next to people who was already established. And all he did was rinse and redid it with the entertainment community. He worked his way all the way up. Sinetta got in. Sinetta wanted the bag. And so it was easy to pull him in. You know what I mean? You the camera, I'm the mouthpiece. And hey, we're going to go straight to the bank with this. But ultimately, he robbed Sinetta, et cetera, et cetera. But Music Soul Child. Music Soul Child. Wherever he can touch it, somebody say, you just described Inky. Yeah, and that's, listen. This is the same process that swindlers do. They go in and try to get next to those who are established in order to establish themselves. But it's all a scam. We should never be scammed no more. In 2022, we should not hear nobody got scammed, nobody got sold garbage, nobody got duped. In 2022, we shouldn't be hearing none of that. None of that. Only thing they should be doing is begging for cash apps. And nobody should give them a dime because they got a track record of not doing nothing with it. That's right. That's the only thing they should be doing. They should be begging for cash apps. Hit the cash app or I ain't gonna show another slide. They gonna be mad at me. That's all right. I ain't gonna never stop. I'm gonna stay on your heels. That's right. So after being introduced to Music Soul Child, he began to go after Music Soul Child. I think his baby mother, his wife, his girlfriend. In other words, that's Music Soul Child significant other, who Polight was calling one of his wives. You hear what I say? And don't y'all forgot all this. This was I want to refresh your memory real quick. I don't want to get straight to the good part. It's just a few more slides. I just want to refresh your memory that this guy is the bottom barrel of the community. He's the bottom barrel. The bottom of the barrel. I said it and I will say it again. You sitting up there taking a picture, hanging out with my brother, Music Soul Child, building about health and wealth. It's always an incredible experience when people that appreciate each other's talents meet up and exchange ideas. Let me get your girl up off you. I take that up off you. Man, oh man. We got almost 500 people in the chat. The update is coming soon. I just want to refresh people's mind. Please, everybody hit that thumbs up. Let's get it, family. This what y'all like. Y'all like me give commentary on the research. And this is just an opinionated show tonight, but I'm going to show some stuff. It's an opinionated show tonight. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to show y'all my opinions. Y'all remember this? Why all of these sisters in the what they would call the conscious community have not given a statement about what Polight is accused of. Do y'all find that odd? That no one would say, I support or I don't support. Everybody's quiet. Everybody's quiet. Isn't that odd? Accused of raping a 14-year-old sister, and no one is saying anything. No one. We don't find that suspicious. I mean, at some point, we should question why nobody is saying for or against. Unbelievable to me. Unbelievable to me. With that being said, I just thought that was just an idea that all of these people, that even if one would say, I totally support Brother Polight, there's no way he could be guilty of this egregious act. There's no way. And I'm 1,000% in support of Brother Polight. Or I believe that Polight could possibly be rightfully accused. Unbelievable to me that no one is saying anything. Unbelievable to me. Not for or against, but hey, who am I? I'm just a podcaster. Y'all remember this one? Nobody never knows what happened to this wife right here. Y'all see that? Nobody never knows what happened to the wife on the right. Nobody asks any questions either. I mean, we did a show on it. But how is it that this go on for so long? You follow me? Give me 1 second. It's got some noise in the background. Y'all hear that noise in the background? Hold on 1 second. Crip said, no noise. This must be a good mic. Because my wife was drying clothes. I'm going to be in the studio soon for good. I haven't been able to take all my equipment over there, but I'm going to be in the studio for good soon. But my wife was drying clothes over there this time of night. She know I do Morris World TV, but Crip say no noise. So, hey, this is a nice system right here. I already go, I'm like, hold up. But it may be messing up my flow. You know what I mean? Maybe messing up my flow. You feel me? You feel me? Now, y'all ready? Let's get it. What I got next? Do anybody remember? Can y'all go back? Can y'all go back when Polight was doing the property scam for secured party creditor? Anybody can go back that far? Can anybody go back that far? Huh? Can anybody go back that far? We got to recap this so I can tell you what that was all about. Where he was swindling people out of investing in properties, and some of them didn't even exist. Yeah, some of them didn't even exist. How does he get away with this all this time? I'm trying to tell you, this guy been on it for a minute. I'm just giving y'all an update. 549 people in the building. I'm coming clean in a minute. Work with me. And then this little sister right here, Rentonette, the one on the left side, how he groomed her with the book in her hand. He groomed her, she ran away to be with him, wrote a book with him, and right now she does videos that could be considered soft porn And I say considered to be. I'm not saying that she does porno, so don't put words in my mouth. But she does videos or stand-in videos that can be considered soft porn. That's the one on the left. She was around 14 also when she ran with Polight. Between 14 or 16, I forgot the actual age, but she wasn't of any age of consent when she left her house and ran with Polight. And no one, I mean, no one in the conscious community. This is the one when Sinetta said that he was going to expose Polight about this. Unbelievable to me. He said he was going to expose Polight about this. Sinetta got that check cut, and before you know it, Sinetta didn't say a word. And the thing is, all it would take is to say the word so this doesn't happen to somebody else. In this community, that's all it would take. But nope, he didn't say a word. So it went on to the next. Anybody remember this one? When he claimed that the police beat him in one of his wives, who she disappeared. Anybody seen her? I forget her name off the top of my head. Man, this is a story. This story can go on and on and on. He claimed that the police beat him up. Nobody remembers that? He claimed that the police beat him up. And they say he was in the area where something wasn't supposed to be going down for grown men. And Malik goes from DC to California to represent him for a police brutality suit on the LAPD Police Department. Whatever happened to that? Look, and been that, cash that. And she wore a brace on the opposite side the next day. You was with me. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So let's get straight to it. What you're looking at here. And I might butcher some words because I don't belong to the upper echelons of society. And sometimes I don't pronounce the words correctly. But what you're looking at here is the hotel where the mother stayed. I think it's the Fontaine. But while the mother stayed there, I got to blur that up a little bit. Polight and his right-hand man. Great show. Hit that like button, family. This is some good information and update. Thank you, Cryptonomics. Polight and his right-hand man is in the same hotel last June, partying away. Little do the world know that in February, if I'm not mistaken, he had allegedly raped a 14-year-old. Even when Sinetta found out, there they go. What somebody just say? Looks like the Fontainebleau Hotel. That's what it is. Even when Sinetta found out, he chose not to address it. You follow me? Unbelievable to me. He chose to say it don't make sense and lean towards to blame the little girl. Quite a few other people did too. In fact, they went on and started doing recording videos for Sinetta TV. Y'all hear what I say? Y'all see what I say? Now, let me share this with you. Recently, Sinetta did a video talking some stuff about my wife and myself, naturally so. And you know what he just said? He says, I'm going to be in Miami Beach next week. He did that last week, or in a few weeks. Guess what a few weeks is? Polight court date. However, it's my understanding that Polight won't be in the courtroom, because if he was, I would be there too. He said, I'm going to be in Miami Beach. I'm going to have my camera out there. If y'all in Miami Beach, y'all be there. Nobody put two and two together. Nobody put two and two together. Then on the 15th, Polight has a court date. And I would imagine even if he doesn't have to be in the courtroom, he's going to be in the area because most likely he wants to be with his attorney and try to find a way up out of this. But this is the thing. Our people are so hung up on entertainment that the conscious, so-called conscious community have confused people with entertainment wrapped in consciousness, which is not even consciousness. And at the end of the day, it don't help you do nothing better. It don't help you progress through life better. It's just silly debates, silly conversations about nothing. It don't give you no new information. You know, when we was talking to AGS, keep doing your thing, expose all these clowns with the truth. That's right, Black Scion. At the end of the day, like the conversation me and Angel Snup had last night, that was stimulating conversation. That was stimulating conversation. I think it was. And according to the conversation in the chat, it was stimulating conversation. But this stuff that you see, oh my goodness, ain't nothing stimulating but this stuff. The same old arguments. Are we Hebrews? Are we Moors? Is the law real? Did Jesus exist? Did Jesus exist? Did Muhammad exist? Is Muhammad a white man? Was Muhammad a black man? Did Prophet Noble Drew Ali did that? Did Elijah Muhammad do that? I mean, come on. They don't even bring any new thoughts to the table. So it becomes information, entertainment, cloaked as conscious gibberish. That's all it be. So they go down there, Polight on the outside of the building, getting footage also. You feel what I'm saying? He at the so they down Atlanta. I mean, they down Florida. Polight is accused of taking advantage of a 14-year-old after drugging her, getting her drunk, allegedly. And this goes on like ain't nothing never happened. But now here we go. Now we to the point today. And I want people to chime in, to call in if you want to. This was Polight room, allegedly. This was, I think this was the room at the, let me look at my notes, at the hotel Polight was in. And I just went online. I just wanted to get some images. So I went online. I was like, okay, he was in a room like this. But the room that the mother was in, she was in a whole nother hotel, the Fountain Blue. But he was in the Monroe or something like that. Let me see real quick. Let me look at my notes. He was in the Monroe or something. I don't know what it was. But you know the strange part about it? That it was two different hotels that he got to, this is the weird thing about it. I was trying to do it before the show so I can bring perspective to it. That Polight was in one hotel, and according to the documents, Polight was in one hotel. The mother was in another hotel. So he takes the young girl allegedly to his hotel. Allegedly, he gets her intoxicated and try to do allegedly. And then, allegedly, he walks her to her mother's hotel that he's obviously paying for, right? And so, this is where the rubber meets the road. And this is where we'll have our discussion. Recently, as recent as yesterday, let me do it like this. Recent as yesterday, the court there is an order granting a motion to compel. Let me stop so I can give it to you another way. The court has granted a motion to compel. Give me 1 second. I want to pull it up another way real quick so you can see it for yourself. And this is what the discussion is around tonight, because I don't know about anybody else, but if you ever dealt with the judicial system, this will be easy to figure out. This will be easy to figure out. And I think we can figure this out real easy. Watch this. Give me 1 second. I want to bring this down and show it to you real quick. Shout out to Kemet Kush too, my bro. All right, there we go. There we go. All right. Let me screen share this thing for you. What are you doing, screen share? Is that it? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. All right. So here we go. As recent as yesterday, 2/9/22, order granting motion to compel production of video or DVD. Now, let me tell you what that means if you don't know what that means. What that means is that three things could be happening here, but we got common sense in here. Let's start with number one. Number one, the defendant attorneys, let me X out some of these screens. Defendant attorney could have filed a motion to compel for the prosecution to turn over videotapes. But that doesn't make any sense. And the reason why that doesn't make any sense, because the prosecution would get videotapes from the hotel and they would have to subpoena the hotel in the same way that they subpoena the hotel. The defendant could subpoena the hotel. Y'all follow me? I've been watching this, man. Let me say it again. Number one, this is the first scenario that we can pretty much disqualify. That Polight attorney subpoenaed or tried to compel the prosecutor to turn over some video footage, because in the discovery phase, And if anybody don't know what the criminal justice system is about, whenever you're accused of something, each side has the right to see the evidence that each side is holding. So the prosecutor can see what the defense have, the defense can see what the prosecutor has. You feel me? And so one scenario is that Polight is asking defense to turn over some video footage, but that doesn't make sense because any footage that the prosecutor could have, Polight could have, because the only footage would be is from the hotel. And right here, that wouldn't discovery or subpoena the hotel wouldn't happen in this venue. That's something else. The second thing, all right, here we go. We're going to break it down. The second thing is the prosecutor is trying to compel Polight to turn over video footage. Because this is how you know it's getting serious. This is how you know it's getting serious. Because it's probably reasonable to believe. Nope, it's probably reasonable to believe that the victim remember being recorded. We know that Brother Polight turns on his camera about everything. So when I talk about video footage at the hotel, I'm talking about the odds is that they're trying to get that footage up out of Polight. And they know it exists. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised if he went live that night and it's lost in social media jungle. Because if they got a grant of order, that means that in the process of discovery, if it's Polight, he said, I don't have none. I don't have nothing. I don't have nothing. And if it's on a phone or any type of device, next thing is they would subpoena the device and then they subpoena the company and try to get that about you. But it's reasonable to believe that someone said it was recorded. The hotel footage is easy to get. You know what I'm saying? The hotel footage is easy to get. For a crime like this, it would easy to subpoena the hotel and get that. But they say, why would they say videotape or DVD? Because most likely, this type of charge or motion, they have not modified the language. You know, we in a digital age, but that doesn't mean that the language has been modified. But they will correlate videotape or DVD with electronic recording. That ain't gonna save you. That ain't gonna save you. So if a person does not respect the order of the court, they may severe consequence as a dismissal of the other party's case of being contempt of court. You follow me? Yeah, that won't save you. So I'm just thinking that the language was not modified to what's currently being used. That's all. But that don't save you in the court of law. In the court of law, they talking about your recording wherever it exists. You can't be sitting up there talking, but I ain't got a videotape. I ain't got a DVD. Like today, who do? Who do? Hold up. Now, let me drop this down a little bit and go over here. That somebody said, well, maybe there's a DVD going around they know about. I'm leaning towards that it's a digital recording that I truly believe that the victim would be the one to say that he recorded it. See, this is what a lot of them these type of people do this all the time. I mean, when they do something, they got to record it as a token. Anybody ever heard about, you know what I mean, that people that demonstrate like acts like this, they need to keep a souvenir? Anybody ever hear about that? Let me get these files real quick. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I just know that Polight go live on everything. I do know that. I mean, everybody know that. He goes live on everything. And with that being said, I mean, if y'all remember the case, I'm going to take you back for a minute. Give me 1 second. Just remind you that this is the evidence. My apology. This is the evidence that we read before. If you don't remember, if you don't know, now you know. So this is let me see real quick. Oh, here we go. Defendant Nowak. Defendant Nowak, 37, the young phenom. Nah, that ain't what it said. Hold on, let's do it like this. Hold on. I'm going to read it again just to give us an update. Let's get an update real quick. All right. Are y'all ready? All right. All right. Defendant Nowak, 37 years of age, and victim's mother's a roacho. Oh, that's too loud. That's too loud. I'm doing too much. All right. I'm doing too much. Defendant Nowak, 37 years of age, and victim's mother of Rocho, 31 years of age, were dating for over a year. On 2/27/21, at approximately 0000 hours, defendant Nowak requested Mr. Rocho to allow him to take the victim, TS, 14 years of age, to an after party in order for him to speak to her and mend the relationship between mother and daughter. Defendant Nowak and victim TS responded to Club 11, 29 Northeast 11th Street, Miami, Florida. Upon arriving, the club was closed. Don't that sound kind of odd in itself? That I want to see this case unfold, actually, because it sounds very odd that you would take a 14-year-old to an after party and the club was closed. A club? A club? You're going to take a 14-year-old to a club? Can you imagine that? A 37-year-old man taking a 14-year-old to a club. For what? To mend the relationship with mom. Defendant Nowak and victim TS responded to Club 11, 29 Northeast 11th Street, Miami, Florida. Upon arriving, the club was closed. Defendant Nowak and the victim TS responded to his hotel room. I say after party, not just club. An after party, not just club. Mm-mm-mm. They responded to his hotel room at 1100 West Avenue, Unit 319, Miami Beach, in order to wait for the new party location. While they were in his hotel room, defendant Noah. But now hold up. You're waiting for an after party, a club, and it's closed. And now you're waiting to go to another club? Fam, this case going to heat up. When it goes to court, I'm going to be there. The Moorish World TV News Band will be there. I'm telling you, I'm going to be there. I'm very interested in how this is going to play out. This is beyond belief to me. This is beyond belief to me. I've never witnessed something like this in the judicial system. Provided, hold up, let me go back. It says, no, defendant Nowak provided victim TS with numerous alcoholic beverages in which she consumed. That would imply that she said she did drink, I would imagine. Victim TS stated that the defendant Nowak started dancing and touching her inappropriately all over her body, groping her breasts and her thighs and buttocks area. "37-year-old. And now, once again, all of the people in the conscious community have not considered none of this. That this is a statement being given by a 14-year-old. This is a statement given by a 14-year-old. Kendrick said, hold up, GS. You're reading from his arrest report. My question is how he walked out the jail. Unbelievable to me. He dancing and touching her, a 14-year-old. Can you imagine a 14-year-old after? This is crazy. Groping her breasts in the thighs and buttocks area. Furthermore, victim TS stated that defendant Nowak, now the victim is talking. How can somebody browbeat? How can somebody browbeat this young sister as if she's lying? You know, you have people saying that the sister was lying. Victim TS stated that defendant Nowak set her on the bed as he pulled his up and outside his shorts and underwear while he grabbed her head and pushed her towards his genital area. This is a 14-year-old baby we're talking about. The 14-year-old baby is saying this to the police now. Nobody in the conscious community saying a thing about the allegations of this 14-year-old. Nobody have spoke out against this. Can you imagine if this is one of these conscious community daughters? Can you imagine that? There's nobody that was side by side with Brother Polight as he was swindling people, as he was making videos. There is no one that I know of that has spoke out against this. No one. You know the closest they get to it? They say, well, if he did it, he should go to jail. What about the 14-year-old little girl that's making the statement? Her word ain't good? At least to consider? Nobody said nothing. Nobody. These people are still on your YouTube screen selling you bogus products, selling you bogus meetings and groups and lectures. Nobody said nothing, and they continue to say nothing. And they're running around saying that they're conscious. They got on big old charms, bunch of rings, colorful clothes, unks, and all sorts of stuff. Johnny Man said it's been considered he got arrested and charged. No, what we're talking about is his peer group. His peer group had been silent. And when I say his peer groups, I'm talking about all of those that was doing lectures on the stage with him. All of those that was rolling with him. All of those that was there when he rose to the Sinetta TV fame. Nobody said nothing. Nobody. Nobody said nothing in the defense of the little girl is the point that I'm saying. Nobody. And they act like it didn't even happen. They go on with their business of selling a dream of consciousness and get mad at me because I said, yeah, y'all all frauds. All frauds. Well, said King Simon. I know King Simon watching tonight, but King Simon said the same thing. If he did it, then he deserved to be in jail. But that's not underscoring or elaborating on what the girls say. What did the young girls say? That's what I'm talking about. Because if it's your daughter, you're going to believe your 14-year-old daughter. If it's your daughter, you're going to believe her. You know and I know. You ain't going to sit up there, well, if he did it, he need to be under the jail. And until we start seeing our people like they're our people, we ain't going to never respond to these things appropriately. Don't forget, he treated a defamation of character to everyone who speaks on this. Remember, if this was your daughter, there is no way that you would say, if he did this, he's going under jail. We don't see that little girl like our daughter, our cousin, our sister. Because if that was our blood, like we say, now her word is good. Her word is good, period. If it's wrong later, we apologize later. But for now, her word good. That's how we do family. Ain't that right? This shows you how twisted we are as a people. This shows you how twisted our people are. And they go on as business as usual. They're going to sell you some unks. They're going to sell you some crystals. They're going to sell you some paperwork. They're going to sell you some all sorts of stuff. They're going to go right on like nothing has never changed. And in this conscious community, it's many people being victimized. In the Black Power community, in the all sorts around the conscious community, Hebrew, more people are being victimized. And ain't nobody saying nothing. If I find out, I'm going to air it out. I'm going to put it right here. If you have been a victim of anybody on my show, come to Moorish World TV. If you have been victimized in the conscious community, come to Moorish World TV. Let everybody know so no one else can be victimized. Let everybody know so no one else can be victimized. Come on to Moorish World TV, tell your story to the world. We got 657 people in the chat right now, in the building. That's 657 people that can spread the word that don't allow your daughter to go anywhere with this man, whoever he or her, if it's a woman. That's right. Don't nobody go nowhere with him. Don't nobody buy nothing from that person. This person's going to scam you. That's right. We're going to throw them all under the bus in 2022. So it goes on to say, furthermore, victim TS stated that defendant Nowak sit her on the bed and pulled out his and outside of his shorts and underwear while he grabbed her head and pushed her towards his genital area. Victim TS lost consciousness and later awoke while defendant Nowak was forcibly trying to make her throw up by pushing his fingers in her mouth and down her throat. This is what the young girl is saying. Defendant Nowak then took the victim TS to her mother's hotel. So in other words, he had to leave out one hotel. Let's bring some perspective to it now. He had to leave out one hotel and manage to get her to another hotel, which is in the same neighborhood of hotels, because that's how Miami Beach is. But you got to go out the room, go down the elevator, go through the lobby, leave out one, and go in another. So we know there's hotel footage, clearly. And I know they're going to have that too. I mean, well, sometimes say he can't sue people for speculating on public information. Well, we're just reading it and we're just saying allegedly this is what happened. Yeah. Somebody say he was too comfortable. Who else has he done that to? He allegedly he done it to the young sister that left her mother and ran away with him. You know what I'm saying? I like what Selena says. Sonetta has called him Baby York. You follow me? Somebody say, you ever see Mississippi Burning with Samuel Jackson? It goes on to say, defendant Nowak took victim TS to her mother's hotel, Fontainebleau Hotel, where Miss Arocho noticed that the victim TS was severely intoxicated and possibly under the influence of an unknown drug. And victim TS had severe swelling on the victim's mouth, lips area. See, you know they're going to show that all in court. I got to be there for you, family. I got to be there when the COVID is about to be over. They about to open these courtrooms up. We got the van, we got gas money. I got to be there for you. I'm going to be there for you. I'm trying to tell you, I will be there for you to get you footage. I'm going to start live on TahakaBay.com. So if those have left their subscription for TahakaBay.com, we got some new stuff coming up. Breaking footage going to be on there. And then once I get back to the studio, I'm going to put it all together, and then we'll go live on it on Morse World TV on YouTube. But the breaking news is going to TahakaBay.com. I've been working on some things today. I'm telling you, they're going to have the big pictures up there, because as I read this, watch what it says. Defendant Nowak told Arocho not to call police because if she did, she would ruin his career. As I said before, when I read this before, what career do Brother Polight have? Anybody know? I'm going to wait. What career do Brother Polight have? This is the official police report. Did anybody out there can tell me Polight's career? I know he don't think they calling him a influencer, a career. Scamming people. Left the sauce on her. Oh my goodness, what are you doing? My goodness, crazy. So here we go. Would end his career against his wishes. Mr. Rocho transported victim TS to Mount Sinai Hospital where she disclosed a sexual battery. This is the victim saying this. Let me stop this for 1 second. This is the victim saying this. This is the little girl saying this. And you mean tell me that all of these you mean tell me that not one of these beautiful sisters in this conscious community said a word yet? Not one. Not one. Look at the sister. Let me blow this one up. Look at the sister behind Aminette. Look how she look. She on it. She on it. I wonder where she at today. Look at her. Look how she look. Y'all see her? Anybody see her? Look at the one. Look at the one standing behind Almanette. She looking over her shoulder, looking right at Polight. Like, this no good. Unbelievable, man. Yeah, she mean mugging for real. With that being said, looking like beloved. Yeah, she checking him out. She probably feel that energy. Like, what in the world? This guy ain't who he say he is, and y'all sitting up there catering to this madness. I mean, what in the world? There we go. Last but not least, it says TS to Mount Sinai Hospital where she disclosed a sexual battery. Victim TS was transported to ROXCY Bolton Rape Treatment Center, where all her clothing were collected and a rape kit was performed and collected. Said evidence was transported to Miami-Dade County Forensic Lab, where it was analyzed. Now, we move to 5/4. This is May of last year. On 5/4/21, results from Miami-Dade Forensic Lab were received, where it confirmed that victim TS had a total of 6 semen confirmatory stains on her shirt and scarf. Now, let me say, that would be consistent with one who would forcibly, I don't want to paint this picture too gross. That means it says that he set her on a bed, he pulled out his thing, and he grabbed her head and pushed it towards his genital area. If he pushed her head towards his genital area and she says she went unconscious, this would imply that he proceeded. This would imply that he proceeded while she was unconscious, because now they have DNA, 6 confirmed stains on her shirt and scarf. Now, for one to say, well, she could have put that there, or somebody put like how you work that? How do you justify not speaking out in defense of the young sister? How do you do that? Doesn't make sense. And remember, this could be all about it being recorded. Or here's another one that we could throw in the loop. Somebody else could have been there and recorded it too. Sounds like more than one person was there possibly. No, 6 stains was confirmed. Hold up, Crip. Hold up. They were confirmed. DNA was obtained and served to defendant Nowak on 6/8/2021. The DNA sample swab was transported to Miami-Dade Forensic Lab. The Miami-Dade forensic report was received where it confirmed the semen found on the victim TS clothing matched that of defendant Nowak. So it could have been somewhere else, but those 6 semen stains matched Polight. How do your semen stain get on a 14-year-old scarf and shirt, completely intoxicated, out cold? How does that happen? The only way that it can happen is if you're a predator. But now, back to what I was saying to begin with. Now, they have the order. The order granting the motion to compel. So when we look at this from this perspective, order granting motion to compel production of video or DVD. This was yesterday. Somebody got to turn that over by the 15th. Somebody got to turn that over by the 15th. And then the thing is that obviously they know it exists. See, you can't get something, like you can't say, they got a tape, they got a video, they got this and that. Give us a motion to compel. No. You would have to show proof that it actually exists. So something came forth to show that it exists. Somebody say correction, child molestation charges, not just whoop. If this was your daughter, you know and I know. Somebody hit the link. Come on, hit the link. Tell them what's the updates you got, somebody. You the attorney of Morse World TV. The other attorney couldn't make it tonight. Hit the link. Well, in my neighborhood, that's called EPAR. EPAR. Somebody want to hit the link. What y'all think about this? I don't think it's the hotel footage. I'm not going towards that. I don't believe that it's the hotel footage that they're trying to compel. I don't believe that he's trying to compel the defendant for some footage. It only points to that The prosecutor is trying to get the footage out of the Michael Nowak camp. Somebody said he doing homework, just tuned in. It only makes sense. It only makes sense. I mean, and the thing is, this is one thing that everybody have to understand. No matter how much you work for them peoples, when they're done with you, they'll throw you away. You're witnessing that with Grandmaster Jay. You're about to witness that with Brother Polight. And you'll witness that with many others who sell out their people, misuse and abuse their people for selfish gain or for other people. There. Yeah, I remember somebody said the prosecutor mentioned it. It's footage of the victim of her being inebriated when someone else on Polight Team League. I remember the prosecutor said that there's videos on the internet that shows the victim in a bad light. Yeah. And they said that he leaked it on purpose. Actually, they said that they accused Polight of leaking it out on purpose. And so that's how they know it exists. That's how they know it exists. You know what I'm saying? So, family, I'm just telling you, at this stage of the game, I'm telling you, family, no one should be victimized. I'm telling you, tune into Moorish World TV. If you don't tune into the teaching that we get involved in, at least tune into the exposing or the research, because as time go on, there's going to be another Polight. There's going to be another CMOS King. There's going to be another person to sell some bogus stuff. There's going to be another Moorish guy trying to sell you some paperwork. There's going to be all sorts of people. They're going to come and go. They're going to come and go. But as long as you know the blueprint of what it looks like, then you can share that to the next person. You can share that to the next person. Real talk. So anyway, I see ain't nobody want to hit the link. I just wanted to give y'all a smooth update. I got some good stuff coming in. Hopefully tomorrow I can do my show. I'm gonna do a midday show. Good afternoon. That's right, the good afternoon show. You follow me? We're gonna do a good afternoon show. And my first show that I'm gonna try to do tomorrow at 12 noon on the East Coast, it's a commentary show, because I'm getting tired of these people making videos, the people that look like me, making these videos crying about Joe Rogan, crying about Biden, as if that ain't what they supposed to do. Why they want to invest in crack pipes? That's what they supposed to do. Why Joe Rogan use the N-word? That's what he's supposed to do. Why are you so surprised? People making videos over and over like, I knew he was racist. Are you surprised? You surprised that Biden would invest in nipples for crack pipes? There's nothing wrong with Joe Biden. There's nothing wrong with Joe Rogan. There's something wrong with you to believe that they're doing something that they always been doing. You believe that they're doing something that they always been doing is wrong. Ain't nothing wrong with them. Something wrong with you. All of y'all making these videos crying about what's his name? Joe Biden. What you crying for? You're crying about him helping with the crack pipes, but you ain't crying with the people that's putting the crack in your arm. I apologize for those who are offended that actually took the crack in the arm. But the same people that's selling the crack pipe making the crack for your arm. You're going to get a booster here, you're going to get a booster there, you're going to get a booster here, you're going to get a booster there, you're going to get a booster here, you're going to get a booster here. The same people. This is the weirdest thing to me. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. The weirdest thing to me. You think on this side that it's all good for you. But on this side, they're trying to do something bad for you. No! Look, somebody say that he's supposed to call our people these names because that's we want to see what, like, the thing is that why he said it's not so much that he said the N-word, it's the fact that he called black people apes. That's what they do. That's not surprising. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. The thing is that if we were smart, if we were intelligent, we will be able to organize, and we don't look at those networks. We don't support those networks. We don't do the things on those networks to keep it going and keep it fueled. And we will begin to organize and create our own network, like I'm trying to do at TahakaBay.com. We would do our own thing. But instead, we fuel Spotify. We fuel these things. We even, and I'm guilty of it too because I'm still working on TahakaBay.com, but we fuel YouTube to shadow ban us. We fuel it. We try to play the game and navigate around it, but at the end of the day, at least me, I'm definitely trying to do something that's an alternative. But many of us will go right on the same platform and talk about the people who actually fuel the platform, and you'll fuel the platform with it without no alternative. What's the alternative? I'm trying to create an alternative with TahakaBay.com. In fact, what I'm going to do is starting my next presentation, I'll be live on TahakaBay.com again, and I'll be live right here. Starting my next presentation. That's right. Starting my next presentation, I'll be live. So all of my videos will not to be uploaded. They will be on TahakaBay.com, and they'll be right here. Period, point blank. Because I'm going to build up the catalog there, and I'm going to build up. And the thing is that I just got the feature to go live from my phone. So we're going to have hot breaking news. The weather breaking is about to get hot. It's about to get hot. I got some plans for a couple moves I'm going to be making real soon. And y'all going to love it. But with that being said, I want to share something with y'all. They say his name is TahakaBay. All right? They say his name is TahakaBay.
He says TahakaBay, Toronto Johnson.
I see y'all tomorrow. I see y'all Saturday. I see y'all Sunday. I'm going to try to do an afternoon show.
Court on brother Toronto Johnson. And anybody who's
I'm going to try to do a show tomorrow. Good afternoon. With TahakaBay. I got a commentary show. I got to get some stuff.
Hold up,
my man talking. I can't talk. Yes, I'm going to be. Somebody said, would I be covered in community events? Absolutely. We're going to expand in such a way. That's why I haven't been able to. I've been planning a lot. I've been working a lot. I've been trying to get things together. But somebody said, you talk about Joe Rogan all you want. Polight going to prison. The thing is that I'm going to be covering everything. Moorish World TV is not going to be, I don't think these, let me say this. Let me talk to you. Moorish World TV is going to be As it is, it's the people network. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. It's the people network. And we're going to expand. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to stop exposing these frauds, but that won't be the complete platform. We're going into these neighborhoods across the country as I used to do before COVID. We're going to turn that camera on and we're going to look at these cultures. We're going to look at how we can help, how it benefit our people. We're going to look into the Moorish. We're going to look into, I know in Atlanta, there's a Hebrew sect that actually have their own land. They living by themselves. They're doing their own thing. We want to look at things like that. It's a whole bunch of things that I got planned. So just work with me. And a lot of it is going to be breaking on TahakaBay.com because, again, this is not promised. Even using TahakaBay.com under Wix is not always good because Wix, they make the rules. So I'm actually in the background working on something as an alternative to move my platform to something that's independently straight up mine, not even hosted by Wix. It's mine. You know what I'm saying? And if it's mine, it's yours because I'm the people's grand sheik and we do it for the people. That's right. We do it for the people. So that's what I'm really working on. You know what I'm saying? And I've been slow to move on Wix because I got a few attacks on Wix. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about digitally. And so whatever the case may be, when it's all said and done, when you go to TahakaBay.com, you ain't gonna have to go through another party to try to silence me. You're gonna have to go to me. You have to go get your attorney. You're gonna have to go and file some paperwork, and you're gonna have to go to me. That's what you're gonna have to do. You're gonna have to go to me. And I see you in court. That's right. I'll see you in court. I mean, you can talk all that slander, you can talk all that privacy, you can talk all that stuff you want. I'm putting everything out there. And I see you in court. Period, point blank. That's just how I go. Because y'all can attack all you want with these Europeans owning the platforms. You attack that all you want. Cry to that European all you want when this truth come out. But see, when you get your own, you have to cry to me. That's right. You have to cry to me. I see you when you take me to court. And we're going to film that too. We're going to upload that too. Now, that's right. Soon I'm going to be taking a trip out to Georgia Tech. I got a couple interviews out there in Atlanta, Georgia Tech University. Anybody familiar with Georgia Tech University? I'll be going out there soon, taking a trip out there. Got a special surprise interview coming for Georgia Tech University. Family, y'all going to love it. I'm also going to hit Morgan State University here in Baltimore. I might hit that first. We got a lot of good stuff coming. Just stay tuned. Bear with me. If you're on TahakaBay.com, bear with me. Stay tuned. I got a lot of good things coming. But his name is Tahaka Bay, family. That's who he is. Toronto Johnson, Tahaka Bay. You follow me? That's who he is. Yeah. All right.
Hey, Toronto Johnson? I called for a Moorish court on brother Toronto Johnson. And anybody who's riding with him with this scandal with these videos of me and my wife frauding the people.
Check it.
I never saw my brothers and sisters serving these packages when I was with Daweed Ali and them and Taj and them used to come to Chicago.
I laid them old boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. Sleepwalking. They keep talking. I probably catch a charge and I don't care what any say. Nobody. Yeah, I'm the people's grand sheik and the people's grand sheik ain't seen a man I can't beat. Only the gods is my equal. You mortals, you just my sequel. You just my sequel. What the 85ers? Dip divers? Trying to symbolize us? You already dead. Who done got up in your head? Rent free. You wanna know who sent me?
He says to Harker Bay? Toronto Johnson? I call for a Moorish court on brother Toronto Johnson and anybody who's riding with him with this scandal with these videos of me and my wife frauding the people.
Check it.
I never saw my brothers and sisters serving these packages when I was with Daweed Ali and them and Taj and them used to come to Chicago.
I laid them old boys to rest. They was dead sleep anyway. Sleepwalking, they keep talking. I probably catch a charge and don't care what any say. Yeah, I'm the people's grand chief. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies, now hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me. And I'm speaking about the prophet over Drew Ali, who was the first to remind you and bind you back to Morocco, the mountains, Mississippi, and Quebec. Told you you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks, you need to be tripping off that. Now here we go again, acting like you a slave. Family, see y'all tonight, 9:30. Let's go. I be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember. I be that more you gon' remember. To Harker Bay front line till the law